We're actually switching books, and we're going to go over to The Science of Success by Napoleon Hill. And we're going to go to Article 5, Think Accurately. Now, the reason why I'm skipping from book to book and chapter to chapter, the way I'm doing is each one is moving on to the next part. Like we first talked about what the mind is. Now we've talked about the power of your subconscious mind, a little bit about the Pareto principle. And now it's the main thing you need to start focusing on now is controlling your thoughts. Now have a picture of what the willpower looks like. We've given you an exercise on how to use your willpower by utilizing YouTube videos and with watching things that are a goal that you want to achieve and watching other people doing it, to where it starts to get your imagination or your willpower into action and you're seeing yourself doing it. And so now it's like, let's continue to just start creating more accurate thoughts that are going to lead you closer and closer to your goal. And this is using the observer effect by you creating your thoughts. So this is Article 5, Think Accurately. Your power of thought is the only thing over which you have absolute control. To use this power effectively, you must think accurately. The sacred nature of this exclusive privilege is signified by the fact the Creator reserved it for man as a marker which distinguishes him from all other living creatures. The only thing that we have that is different than anything else in the animal kingdom is we can create thoughts. We can see ourselves doing whatever we want to see ourselves doing. Cat can only see itself doing cat activities and any other species within the animal kingdom. Accurate thinking is based upon two major fundamentals. One, inductive reasoning based on assumption of unknown facts or hypotheses when the facts are not available. And two, deductive reasoning based on known facts or what are believed to be facts. The accurate thinker always takes two important steps. First, he separates facts from fiction or hearsay evidence, which cannot be verified. Second, he separates facts into two classes, important and unimportant. And what he's saying there is we have to start categorizing things. When you want to reach a goal, you have to really start being honest with yourself and saying what's truth and what's not. Like a lot of times that we take as truths, they're not really truths. Like people be like, oh, I'm not smart enough. Well, you may not have enough knowledge right now, but you can actually, increase your knowledge around that subject to where you are smart enough. Or, oh, I just don't know what to do. But you can increase your knowledge around it to understand how to take better action. And this is what's that it really just saying, like, what is the truth? Like, if you want to reach this goal, what is it that's really stopping you? Because the thing that's stopping you or your shortcoming is telling you where to actually go and focus on taking the action steps of your goal. So then he says, an important fact is one which can be used to advantage in attaining your objective. All others are worthless. Now, what he's saying here is he's saying operate the Pareto principle. This is the 80-20 principle. 20% of our activities gets 80% of our goals. So we're very focused on doing the right 20% activities toward the goal that we currently have. You will reach 80% or more of your objective. And that's what people want to do. But instead, a lot of us, we spread out what activities we do. And we do a lot of activities that don't necessarily make sense right then and there. And I've been guilty of this. We've all been guilty of it. Like even now, like with me wanting to do my business consulting company here in Zambia, just going to the businesses and just showing them better strategies, psychological strategies that can actually help increase their revenue. I'm not doing as much as people would think I'm doing as far as opening that business. Like I'm going through the process of, I've got the name registered, and now I'm on the second stage of getting the business officially registered. And then outside of that, I'm actually just putting together business proposals now for the companies that I want to pitch. Like one of them, Zambia Airways, increased their profit margins by 20%. But how am I doing that? I'm using AI. Yeah, I could be looking around all over Zambia, going to the historical records, getting the information, or I can use a 20% activity and just go into AI, tell it to scour all the open source records, look at the company records their profit loss statements, do a projection, and then run the numbers on those projections and see what is the difference in revenue production. Like, that's so much more simpler than me running all around Zambia trying to figure out stuff that I don't know. And so we have to start utilizing the 80-20 principle when we want to reach our goals. And I'm giving you one of the lessons of 80-20 by sharing with you the exact books to go read, because these are the books that I'm reading. And so let's just finish this up, and then I will give you the assignment for today that actually piggybacks off of yesterday's assignment. And then he says, the accurate thinker recognizes that most opinions expressed by others are worthless, even dangerous if accepted as accurate, because they are based upon bias, prejudice, intolerance, egotism, fear, and guesswork. Now, I do want to change one thing on here. What he said there about other people's opinions, no one can tell you how to reach your goal. Only you see yourself reaching it. So because your goal is about you, it's going to be different based off you, where you're at in your upbringing and the things that you have to change around the identities. Now, where he says egotism, we need to wipe egotism out. This is still using old psychology also, but we need to update that to it's our identity. It's the identity that we're holding around who we are with money. That is the things that hold us back. Even other people, when they're telling you, like if I tell people about the business consultancy, why would an airline trust you? What do you know? You don't even know what I know, because they're using their identity around money, their identity around business, all the things that they can't do. And they're putting that identity on you. And sometimes it can be out of love, but at the end of the day, it's still hurting you because it's stopping you from growing into the person that you want to grow into. And then to finish it up, an accurate thinker turns a deaf ear to the person who begins a conversation with the hacking-eyed expression, they say, because he knows what he is about to hear with nothing but loose talk. And that's very true. Most people, when they go like, well, they say this, well, they say you got to do this, they don't know what they're talking about. One of the best quotes, I can't remember, I can't remember her name, my apologies, but she said, Brene Brown, that's it, Brene Brown. She said, if people are not in the arena, don't listen to them. And if someone's not in the arena of the goal that you're trying to achieve, don't listen to them, because they're not going to be giving you any advice that's helpful. Very few people have been programmed to be of help to one another. And so appreciate you watching it today. It's a Saturday. I'm about to get ready for bed. But appreciate everybody that keeps hopping on. I'm going to keep doing these prosperity, money mindset study groups. And the homework for tonight. Yesterday, you actually wrote down 9 goals. Now I want you to go to 9 things that you actually want to achieve if money was not an option. Now I want you to actually go in there of that list and label each one from 1 to 9. 1 being the most important that you would want right now, and 9 being, you know what, I can have this one in a couple of months. Hey, how you doing, Scorpio Queen? Appreciate you hopping on. I'm actually about to hop off here now. But and do that. And we're going to piggyback off of that starting tomorrow. So it's going to be very important. Just remember, if you didn't do the first day's assignment, here you go again. It gives you a chance to catch up. Go down, get a piece of paper and write down, if money wasn't an option, 9 things that you would want to do, 9 goals you would want to accomplish. I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm doing really well. I can't complain. Just craziness on the internet, I tell you. And then today's assignment is, of those 9 things, go through, label each one 1 to 9. 1 being the most important, meaning you will want this right here, right now. And number 9, it'll be okay if you was able to get it in a couple of months or even a few years. And we're going to piggyback off of that tomorrow after tomorrow's reading. I really enjoyed doing this. I hope you liked some of the books that I'm recommending. If you're starting to get some, just let me know. If you're starting to read them, let me know how you're liking the reading of them. If you're getting results from some of this stuff that we're reading, let me know. This isn't about just helping me. This is just showing you this is what I do. This is what gives me the ideas. This is what keeps me focused. This is how I was able to get out of financial debt, become financially free. And just remember, I always keep saying this, financial freedom is a whole lot cheaper than the slavery that we're born into. It doesn't matter what country you're from, what if you're male or female, we're all born into slavery, like how the richest man in Babylon says, and it is our job to get ourselves out of it. And it's a whole lot cheaper when you're financially free. I am not a multimillionaire yet. I will be pretty soon, but to be financially free was a lot cheaper, and I didn't need way near as much money as I thought I did. So just keep that in mind. And just remember this, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.